buy your house. Listen, this is what we look like, or some of us look like, when we're out trying to wholesale property or put properties under contract. So in this video, we are going to be discussing why I think that we need to stop trying to convince sellers to buy their property. All right, guys, so welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Brandon, aka the Mamba Investor. And yes, we are back at it with another video to kind of give you guys some insight into this business and on really how to do this business. So as you can tell from the title of this video, let's stop trying to convince the sellers on buying their properties. Stop trying to convince people. We are in the business of trying to help solve problems. And as you guys can attest to, or as you'll notice me say in a lot of my videos, that 99% of the people that we talk to, they're not going to be our customers. They're not going to sell us their house literally pennies on the dollar. We're looking for motivated sellers that we can come in, solve their problem, and make some money doing that. And we can make a lot of money doing that ethically and in the right manner, and without looking like we are begging someone to buy their property from them. So let's get right into this video and let's do some cleaning house. This little bit of a cleaning house. If you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure that you are subscribed. Stop coming and viewing the channel and viewing the content without subscribing. I want you guys to be notified when I upload new videos. So make sure that you like, subscribe to the channel, and invite somebody else that may be interested in learning wholesaling and getting into the real estate game. All right, so I'm gonna start the video with this. I'm gonna lead with this precursor. Not everyone thinks the same. Not everyone runs their business the same. Other people or investors or wholesalers specifically may run their company or run their business differently. They may use different tactics, but this is what works for my company and my team, and we've seen great success, and it kind of reduces a lot of stress, man. We're not looking to have a bunch of stress in this business. All right, so here are the reasons why I'm saying that we need to stop trying to convince these sellers. Have you guys ever ran into gurus or other people providing content in this arena called wholesaling, where they're telling you that you need to have great rebuttals? If the seller says A, you need to come back and have a reason and an answer as to the reason why it's this way, or basically, just simply put, the seller is not a true motivated seller. Because this is what I'll say: you cannot screw up a truly motivated seller. If they're truly motivated, it should be the work to kind of help solve the problem, get the property under contract, and move it to your cash buyer should be fairly smooth. I'm not saying it's going to be perfect and it's going to be a cakewalk, but you getting the seller to sign the contract should be a little more easier, right? So we are not trying to convince these guys to sign on the dotted line. This is how I approach, and I train our team to approach these motivated sellers. We need to first find out motivation. And let me back up a little bit here. Normally, when we're pre-qualifying these motivated sellers, we normally hit 4 bullet points when we're talking to them, or we kind of address 4 concerns with them. So the first one is motivation, timeline to sell, condition of the property, and the price that they're looking for. So when our cold callers are reaching out to the homeowners, these are the 4 points that we try to address with the seller to even find out if they're motivated. And the main 2 points that we want to hit on is motivation. Let's stick there for a minute. Why, Mr. or Mrs. Seller, are you actually looking to sell this property at a discount, right? And we may not use that word at a discount, but we'll ask them, why are you trying to sell this property? What is your motivation? And you really want to find the real motivation. Most sellers will try to give you a surface level answer like, I'm just tired of the house, right? Or they'll say that I'm moving out of state. Those are generic answers. They might be true, but what you want to do as an investor, as a wholesaler, you want to really truly seek out, get down to the bottom of the reason why they're trying to move out of state. Maybe they're trying to move out of state because their child has went to college out of state. The child, they don't feel is self-sufficient. They may be, I'm using drastic measures here, but they may be handicapped, that they want to be close to their child while they're out of state. So they want to sell their property to be able to move down to the state where their child is going to college. That is what you're trying to really find out. Find out why they're trying to sell, get to the root of it, and find out, listen, is there a timeline? Yes, there's a timeline. It's now June and my child has to be to school in August, right? So that gives them June, July, August, that gives them 3 months to get the property sold and to get the money that they need to help them move down to wherever their children are going to college. So this is what I'm talking about. I'm really trying to find out the motivation, because once you truly identify what the real motive is and why they're trying to sell their property pennies on the dollar and get this money quickly, you can help solve their problem and you can get them easier to sign the contracts. So motivation is the main one. The second one is price. You want to find out, get the seller to at least give you a ballpark figure or a number that they had in their head as to the reason why they're looking to sell. You want to find that out first, so you'll have a basis. And not all the time are you going to be able to get a number out of the seller, right? That's just the given. But you want to try to anchor them or price anchor them, get a price from them first, and then you can go from there. There again, those are the two things that we kind of mainly focus on, even though there's 4 points that we hit: motivation, timeline to sell, condition of the property, and price. The main two that we focus on are motivation. Why are you truly looking to sell this property? So we can find out that root cause and solve that problem. And what price are you looking for? Not all the time. Again, are they going to give you a price first? That's okay. But those are the two things that you need to focus on. Stop trying to figure out 10,000 ways to rebuttal the seller and to get them and con them, for lack of a better term, into signing a contract. Listen, I don't know about you, but me and my company, we love to work with people that want to work with us. I don't want someone walking away from the closing table and feeling like they were duped or feeling like they were coerced into getting the property under contract. That's just not how we operate. So here is what you really are aiming to do. You're aiming to instill a level of confidence in your seller that here are the value points that you are able to bring to the table, right? You're able to close in cash. You're able to close in less than 30 business days. You can pay all closing costs. You want to state the facts, or not the obvious facts, but state the facts to the seller on what you can deliver and what you can do to help solve their problem immediately. Once you do that, there is no convincing. You don't have to be a slick car salesman to get someone to sign on the dotted line. After you have laid out the facts and laid out the information on what you are going to deliver. So once you instill that confidence, it should be a home run. Again, I'm not saying it's not going to be, that it's going to be all roses and peachy and you're not going to never have any problems. I'm saying it's going to be a mutual benefiting deal for you, your end buyer, and the seller. You're going to be able to deliver on the promises that you made to them and get to the closing table, and that's what you want to do. So again, guys, stop trying to convince people to sell their properties pennies on the dollar, because 99% of the people that we talk to are not going to be our customer. Get that through your head. So once you get that through your head and understand that if I go to this seller, Mr. Seller or Mrs. Seller, here's what I'm able to offer you. I'm going to get it done, instill that confidence into them. You are not going to have to sell anything. They are going to get through the process and you all can get to closing. So I hope that added a level of value to you guys. Again, this is how I run my business. This is how my team does it. Doesn't necessarily have to be your method, but if it works for you, it works for you. If you want to give it a try, give it a try. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure that you subscribe so that you are notified when we update new videos. Talk to you soon.